Today we're going to learn the halachas of mezzuzah what relates to minhagim. So far comes to mind two minhagim would be different between sefardim and ashkenazim legabe mezzuzah. One of them how you hang the mezzuzah, whether straight, upright like the Shulchan Aruch pasken, and also we said a girl also pasken like him, or slanted like most Ashkenazi poskim goes by the Ramosah. That was the minhag, slanted. That's one thing. The other thing is the gabe diras shutfim of a house, an office of partners, and one of them is a goy. So we learned just last week that according to all Ashkenazi poskim, that home or office that have as a partner a goy over there with the Jew, it's potter from the mezzuzah. Whatever is the reason, there's like three reasons brought in poskim, but that's l'maisa the halacha and the minhag that you don't put when you have an office with a goy, or a home, your partner, or whatever building that's a goyim and Jews, you don't put over there in the front of the door a mezzuzah because it's the partner is a goy. However, the Beis Yosef and Bedek Abayis brought the opinion of the Rashba that even you have a partner, a goy, you mechuyev b'mezuzah because it's made for choivas ador, whoever lives over there. It's a shmirah for you. You could do it, he says. So somebody wanted the taina that the Ramah didn't see the Bedek Abayis, the Beis Yosef wrote the Bedek Abayis later. It's not a good taina. The Bedek Abayis brought the opinion of the Rashba, and the Ramah follows the Mordechai. Definitely the Shach, the Taz, the Levush, they also the Bedek Abayis, and they're still passing like the Ramah, the Diras Ashutrim, with the Go, it's potter from the mezzuzah. So that's for sure, according to Ashkenazim, would be potter from the mezzuzah when you have a partner, a Go in the house or in the office. And then according to the Rashba, that's what the Beis Yosef pasken, it would be mechuyev, you have to put a mezzuzah over there. So Lamaisa, what you do, you live in a community like ours, that most of them are Ashkenazim and a few Sefardim. So in your own home, would you put the mezzuzah straight like the Beis Yosef if you're Sephardi, or you go according to everybody's minhag, it's slanted. Same thing, if you have an office with a goy, would you go like the minhag of the most people are Ashkenazi, so it's potter from the mezzuzah? No, according to Beis Yosef, the way quote the Rashba, you chayav mezzuzah. What would you do? So we spoke about in Hilchas Pesach, V'arichos, whoever wants to go to those shiurim, l'gabe kitnis, l'gabe other minhagim. So I just want to briefly quote back what we already learned. So here is what, if you might say, okay, what I do by public, maybe it's different than what I do in private. That's more private, my home, my office. So here is the levush, which is many poskim follow this levush. If you go to community and you're settling over there, you're coming to settle over there, you're not coming for a few days. It says, Noya Kamoison, you do the minhag amokem v'afilu v'osur afilu b'tzina. Even though you do something a minhag private at home, you're not allowed to. You're bound by the minhag hamokem. Even so, according to this, for sure, mezuzah, it's semi betzina. It's home, but everybody sees how you put your mezuzah. Office, it's not so much betzina even. Even with it betzina, if you're going to say tzina, you still, if you come to the place, you have to go by the minhag hamokim. So that would not be a good taina. Like I said, I saw anybody choylek on this. The Alter Rebbe, the Mishnah Berurah, everybody quotes. I think this levush. That even betzina you would not be allowed if you're coming lishtakeh in a place. So that's not. So the other argument would be that we learned about it. We quote already from poskim, the Kavachaim. We brought from Kavachaim, and the Mishnah Berurah also quotes them that what's minhag hamokem. If you have a shul is considered to be like a city. That's why there's many shuls and it's based on the Gemara Yevamos, that you're not allowed to do in one city different minhagim when there's one basin, but there's two. But the dinim, everybody follows his own base din. There's no problem with lois is good to do. Don't make agudas. Don't make groups, because I have my group, my basin, you have your basin. Now, so a shul, according to this, would be, that's what the Kavachaim brings from many poskim. If you have a shul, let's say most of the community are Ashkenazim, but there's a Sephardish shul, and you go to that shul, so that's your city. You follow the minhagim of the Sephardim. You have no problem then. Now, the only thing is with that, there is one problem. One is the Biur Halochem brings from the Bri Chodosh The whole idea when you have a shul, you follow the shul. You said that's your city. He says like this. I'm going to read it inside. כמו שמוצאו בקהילות הגדולות, שנמצאים בהם כמה קהילות שכל אחת מתנהגת כפי מנהג אבותיה מדור דור. וכן מסבר בספר פרי חודש, ומבואר שם, הקהילה שיש בו minion, you have a minion, מקרא קהילה, you got your own קהילה now, you got a minion. This is והבוים לשם, נטפלים. Everybody comes to that קהילה, to that shul, to that minion, become part of the minhagim of the shul. ופשוט, that's what they said. The kavanot sheyesh lo al kol ponim kol tzorchet tzibur kanog. Not just a minion that you once in a while or even steady get together. There's kol tzorchet tzibur. Dahainu bes hakneses. You have a shul. Umispalim bo bechol yom betzibur. You have davening there every day. V'yesh lo moire tzedek. There's a rabbi to the shul. Umikveh v'chadoime kanog bechol kilas. You got your own kehillah. You got all your spiritual amenities of your kehillah. Then you're going to say we are kehillah on our own. Dilav hochi, and if you don't have all of those things, yeah, he said, gam hi be'atzmo nitpeles la'yores asmuchos lo, kanog. Then he brings that you could look more detailed, prichodosh chayodom. Comes out like this. There's many minyanim in different places people get together and make their own minyan. If you have a small minyan, you don't have your own mikveh, your own school, your own moira tzedek, you just have a little minyan. That doesn't make you your own city. That city meaning you got your own meaning. You have minyanim of there. You got your own rabbi. You got mamash a kehillah, inyona kehillah going on. Okay, then you could say, I belong to this kehillah and I follow my minhagim. Everybody with this minhag, it's fine. Then here's another problem I want to bring. If there is a kehillah, let's say over here we have a shul, but this guy, as far as he does not go to daven there, he goes to another shul. Once in a while, he goes there to the simchas, to some paradis, or whatever they have, to some occasions. He goes there occasionally, but he usually daven in another ashkenazi shul. Then he followed the minhagim of this ashkenazi community. And another time I have, and I mentioned this in Hilchas Pesach also when we learned, for some reason, a lot of people that have different minhagim, they choose and pick which minhag they'll adopt from the community, which say, no, I belong to another shul. One strong minhag I see, especially in this city by most people, comes to sheitel of women. The sefardim, they don't just go with sheitel, they go with a tichel on top of the sheitel or tichel on the head. So this, most of the people picked up the ashkenazi minhagim. They have the sheitel, the part of the minhag hamokel. Comes to rice, other inyanim like this mezzuzah, all of them very strong sefardim. They do according to Shulchan Aruch. Like I said, you have three inyanim you have to follow. You got a steady shul, you go there and you follow all your minhagim like consistently with the Bes Yosef, with the Mechaber, with the Sfardish Poskim. If you don't do that, if you don't go to that shul, or the shul is not a full shul, full tzibur, and you already allowed them adopt the Ashkenazi minhag, then you cannot choose and pick your minhag. According to this, comes out in our community, if somebody doesn't qualify to follow his own minhagim, the mezzuzah have to be put slanted, and if there's diras hashutfim with the goy, it would be potur from the mezzuzah.